Hello, my brothers and sisters. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are coming from. If today is your first time come across my video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification so that anytime, any day I go live, you will be the first to see. Yes, I don't come again. Waiting I take come this time now, boy. When he woman, when he say Fulani herdsmen, they raping pikin, raping child, raping father, joiner, raping husband. So now waiting I carry come give on a more now watch. You know, not say any news will come out. They carry and they boss and pay more now for see they see him. This man now they cry, they say Fulani do and what of people when he be say they not feel even hear their voice. Nobody even know them cut them. They do everything. Corruption is too much in this our country, Nigeria. Corruption too much. Where now only corruption might be our problem. If this mumu corruption will not corrupt, if you finish or everything go there okay because why be say if this one do something go send on my person, if this one do something go send on my person, now be the suffer when Nigeria they suffer. Forget say the Fulani now people don't under anywhere that they operate, that people they control them for there. So now all of them will be the Fulani. So no now continue. One day anybody go feel get them. You understand me? Because you were the controller, and one day they go still fade the victim, he go enter your hand. So my people want to watch the video so that we continue. Thank you guys.
Myself, my husband, and our daughter. The lady who is my husband's niece, who had joined us in Akure with the hope of traveling with us to Lagos. The driver, accountant, maintained a normal speed. He drove professionally. That gave me a lot of comfort, and I felt I could find some time to sleep a bit. My daughter was next to me. She was just 9 years old. She was coming to Nigeria with me for the second time. Shortly after Ijare Junction, the driver felt the wagon's tires rupture and decided to park the car with the hope of changing the tires. It was like a film. In a jiffy, motley crowd of armed men in military uniform came out of the bush. They fired at the boot of the car. Ahead of us, 5 of them came out of the bush. Another 2 came from the rear. My daughter screamed, "Mommy, Daddy, what's going on?" There was no time to say a word. They marched us through into the bush, firing into the sky. They hit me on my chest, hit my daughter on her head. Blood oozed. At this time, it was better to kill me. I shouted at one of the armed men. His response was hell. He went straight for my private part, tore my dress with his gun. The others ripped my dresses. I was left with my undies. My husband and my daughter started crying. 2 of them dug their teeth into my breasts. While attending a secondary school in Adamawa, I had lived with some Fulani, so I understood a few Fulani words. I started bleeding, at least for my daughter. To my shock, at gunpoint, they removed the dress of my little girl. One of them carried her on his head as my baby struggled, shouting, "Daddy, Mommy, what's going on? Help me!" I could not help myself. We marched for 9 hours. I was half naked. My daughter was totally naked. Her tears was like a stream of blood on her cheeks. Our phones had been seized. We ended up in an ungoverned region in the thick of the forest. We met a well-organized group. There were some kidnapped victims. I saw 2 women, 2 ladies and 3 men. There were some people with their legs chained to trees. They were as if half dead. We were separated. I was separated from my husband. My daughter was taken away. I only heard her screaming intermittently. I did not know what they were doing to her. These men, now about 2 dozen, had a full kitchen. They had a huge camp and a traditional medical team. How can they say they don't know where these people are? How can they say that? But the camps appeared isolated from each other. We heard noises afar, indicating it might be nuclear settlements of camps. Right in my presence, I saw them pack the remains of a woman. They took her and buried her a few meters away from us. She had tribal marks. I cannot describe the agony of 6 days in captivity in this little piece. I cannot talk about how they asked my husband to choose between myself being raped or his daughter being raped. My husband broke down in uncontrollable tears. One of them hit him saying, "Yoruba bastard, you dey cry, idiot." They now gave him an option that he should be raped by one homosexual among them. My husband, a devout Muslim. My husband is a devout Muslim. He told them that homosexual and rape of any kind was against Islam. They hit him with the butt of AK-47. What do you know about Islam? You can imagine, you are being asked to choose between being raped by a homosexual, your daughter just 9 years old, or your wife being raped. They gave the fourth option. If you fail to choose one, we would rape your daughter, rape you, the man, and rape me, the wife. I made myself the sacrificial lamb. My husband begged, saying they should name any price. One of them asked him to bend down. 3 beastly criminals sat on his back, jumping until he was too weak to stand. I was not allowed to put on any additional clothes. Imagine they rape you all night and they stop you from putting on any clothes for 24 hours. The rain fell once. I became a relic and a sexual museum for the armed men, who in turn addressed me and asked questions about my financial standing. New Fulani men joined the camp. They organized military training for the new Fulani men.
My sister, don't cry, because now wait till they pass through, the poor people they pass through for Nigeria. Because say una corrupt, una believe say una be the biggest people now, una the only una go fee enjoy, the poor people go they suffer. No worry, it go reach all of una hand. After them finish with the small one, it go reach una big hand. Because this corruption, una take sit down for Nigeria, una big, una think say nobody go feel big. After you finish with small people, you go reach on my hand. Shey dem do you now, you dey cry. You fit even get mouth to even come out for social media, come talk your own. What of people wey no go fit talk on social media? No worry, e go reach everybody hand. Na national cake. Na chop your own, I chop my own. Because you still say you corrupt. Poor people na then they suffer, you go dey enjoy. No worry, e go reach on my hands. Believe me, e go reach everybody hand. Thank you so much, my people. Now, no say any news will come out. They always carry and come show now for here. So thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, hit the notification. Anytime I go live, you'll be the first to see them. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you.